Jay, we just mentioned him. The final part of this reaction before we go into our Week 4 awards, GMJ, and our Week 4 overreactions is Joe Flacco had a terrible game at the weekend, and he has been benched for Dillon Gabriel. Jay, were the Browns kind of forced to bench Joe Flacco for this next game?
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake because of who they're playing and where they're playing.
And the Browns can really win this game. The Vikings have three of their starting offensive linemen are out and one of their backups. They literally had to fly a guy from the fucking practice squad over to London. They like the whole offense. The only guys on the offensive line are Darisaw and Will Fries, and none of them, the whole five, have never played together yet this year as the starters. That offensive line is so bad going against a great defensive line. They could win this game with Joe Flacco a lot easier, I think, than they could with Dillon Gabriel. But I don't know. Okay, I don't understand the switch right here.
Just before we move on from the offensive line, I just want to go back to the Chargers. It is a worry for them. Joel went out, so they're missing Joel and Rashawn Slater now. Like, that is a big thing going into their season. Forgot to mention that. But yes, I agree with you. Why the game where you're flying to London, so you're already having a break in the normal practice sessions, the normal way that a season works, all of that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about this in a second, you're then going up against Brian Flores against rookie quarterbacks equals absolute carnage. Like, that's what you're going into. The Vikings have also been in the British Isles for 2 weeks, so they're set. They're totally fine. And Jay, that brings me on to my next question. I was saying last, like when we were watching the games there last week, they can't continue to play Joe Flacco. They have to make this change soon. I just thought they would make the change after. Like, I thought they would make the change after coming back to London, because you get the bye week as well.
You and I have talked about this, but let's be real. It's because I think, honestly, they want to make Dillon Gabriel fail so they can move on to Shedeur without looking like fucking dummies in the first place for skipping over their third-round draft pick.
Yeah, look, we were talking about not being conspiracy theorists before the podcast, but in this one, Jay, I think this is a conspiracy that'll prove to be right. In the preseason, Shedeur Sanders looked way better than Dillon Gabriel, with Dillon Gabriel playing with the first string.